American Mom on the Southern Mom channel. Today is Monday, so we're going to be watching my Lost reaction. This is episode 16 called Outlaws. Last episode was a lot about Claire returning back to the camp, but she didn't remember the plane crashing, the people, anything. She's starting to slowly remember some things. Charlie gave her journal and she's looking through it and she remembered peanut butter, a little thing she and Charlie had together, and she wants to trust him. And we got a little bit more backstory on Charlie and how he messed up. He was running a scam with his friend and he messed up. And this is when he was still doing drugs and stuff. And somebody had told him, you're never going to be able to take care of anyone. And that's all he wants to do. Is on this island, he feels like he needs to take care of Claire. For her, but for him. You know what I mean? Like, he's such a sweet person and he has the best of intentions. So, I don't know where we're going to pick up from here. I still don't have Hurley's backstory. So hopefully I'll be getting to that soon. But right now I'm ready to watch this next episode. All right, let's do this.
I'm calling the police! Get out of here! What are you doing? What the hell are you doing with this guy? Get out!
Okay. Gotcha. Is that a boar? Oh, holy hell. Get out. How did I attack? Holy hell. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. You need a gun.
After you ran into the French woman, you said you heard something in the jungle.
I was injured and I was exhausted.
No.
My mind was playing tricks.
What did you hear?
I thought I heard whispering.
I didn't hear anything.
They're going to put it all together at some point.
He's pretty good at it, too, from what I hear. Till sadly, one of his marks in despair took a gun, shot up his wife, and blew his own head off. All in front of their little boy.
I'd see if you wanted to go for a walk.
Sorry. I have to do something.
Sure.
See you later, okay?
Why would you want to walk with her? Now what's he doing?
A boar wouldn't just attack you for no reason.
Thank you, boar expert. This one did. It's harassing me.
It knows you're being an ass. It's a lot of pent-up anger.
And a man who buys a compact 357 with hollow point loads, he's not looking to scare or steal. He's looking to kill. But when it comes down to it, if he finds he doesn't have what it takes to do the job, your sales pitch needs some work. What I'm saying is, you look a man in the eye and you point a gun at him, you find who you really are, mate. And should you find you're not a killer, there's no refund.
You all right?
And what's the one when you're all, like, shell-shocked?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, that's it. Did you ever have that?
Why do you ask?
Because I'm worried about Charlie.
What's wrong with Charlie?
I mean, he killed a guy. He shot him in the chest 4 times. Maybe you should talk to him?
Anytime I want something from your stash, medicine, soap, whatever, I get it. No questions asked. Take it or leave it.
You got a deal.
Where's Locke? He's still off with Boone. Okay.
Now you drink. Because you kissed a man.
Isn't this the game Tyrion played on Game of Thrones?
Your turn.
With Shay and Bronn?
Never carried a letter around for 20 years because I couldn't get over my baggage.
I never killed a man. Looks like we got something in common after all. It'll come back around.
Okay? You're shaking.
I swear to God.
Shoot. There's Locke.
Morning.
Morning.
Took my shirt out of the bag and peed on it. And you say this ain't personal.
He thinks the boar we're after has a vendetta against
I
him.
think he does too.
That's 3 times it's attacked me.
Maybe it's got your scent. Doesn't like your cologne.
Senses
I
your
don't wear
attitude.
cologne.
Dog slept in Jeannie's old room on Jeannie's old bed and stayed with us until my mother passed 5 years later. Then disappeared back to wherever it was she came from in the first place.
So, you're saying the dog was your sister?
Well, that would be silly. But my mother thought it was. Thought that Jeannie'd come back to tell her the accident wasn't her fault. Let her off the hook.
Mm-hmm. He imagined those feet of his father as the boar. John just knows everything. I don't know why. I don't think he does it.
Miss those southern women?
In Australia long?
Not really. Good to meet you, James.
Is his real name? James?
To Sawyer. May find whatever he's looking for at the bottom of a glass.
Oh. Guy from the hotel. He's like, I'm coming over closer to you.
Get your hand on back in the States.
I was a chief of surgery.
Was.
Yeah, I was.
No. Stop. I had to pause it. That's Jack's dad. Okay. I just realized when he said I was a chief of surgery. Okay. Shit. Because he was in Sydney. He's drinking. Okay, I got it now. It didn't click. Not even his face. He's got all this stubble. Even when he saw him in the hotel room, I didn't recognize that was him. His hair's grown out. Oh my gosh. It's a small world. Okay. Oh my God. Am I a summer child again with this? I'm paying attention. God, I did not know that was him. Till just now. All right. Okay.
That's why the Red Sox will never win the damn series. He thinks I feel betrayed by him. But what I really feel is gratitude and pride because of what he did to me.
Yeah, well, he never finds that out.
What he did for me. I could tell him that I love him. One simple phone call and I could fix everything.
Why don't you?
Because I am weak. Will it ease your suffering?
Yeah.
Then what are you doing here?
A man who killed one of us, who kidnapped Claire, who strung me up and left me for dead, he deserved to die. I'd do it again in a minute. Pardon me if I'm fresh out of bad feeling.
All I'm saying is that what happened with Ethan will be with you for the rest of your life.
Any suggestions?
You're not alone.
Now we know Daddy's gotta be around here.
Here,
Don't
piggy,
hurt
piggy,
it.
piggy!
Sawyer, put it down. That's not
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, piggy,
Put it
piggy,
down.
piggy!
Hey,
Piggy,
what's
piggy,
the matter with
piggy!
you, Sawyer? You're gonna hurt it.
We're right over here!
Not
Don't
funny.
hurt it.
Here, piggy, piggy! Ow!
Thank you.
Sawyer!
You did it.
Dear Mr. Sawyer.
Who?
You used to go by the name of Sawyer.
What the hell are you talking about?
It'll come back around.
I bet he won't shoot it because he's seen the baby.
That's why the Sox will never win the series.
What's that?
That's what his dad said.
What'd you just say?
I said that's why the Red Sox will never win the series.
Is he gonna put it together?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's just something my father used to say. Why do you want to know about my father?
He won't say anything.
No reason.
He could connect with Jack about this. Or try to attempt. Oh, shit. Not Sawyer, Dimples. Okay. That was a good episode. When the person with the boots sat on the bed and then you could hear them like getting the gun ready, I was like, and then it showed Sawyer. So I was like, yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. He killed his wife, which was his mom, and then he killed himself. All right. Did he end up tracking? Is that the right guy, Frank Sawyer? When he was starting to read him the letter, what was he saying? The guy was mumbling something. And he was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, you used to go by Sawyer. He shot the right person, right? I'm assuming that guy died. He said he's killed somebody. He couldn't do it at first, and then he was able to do it. But it was after the fact when he got into the bar, I didn't recognize that was Jack's dad. I think I said something like, oh, he was the guy from the hotel earlier that gave him that folder. So Sawyer, or James, he said his name was James. Maybe I'll just still keep calling him Dimples. But he met Jack's father in that bar, and they shared a whole thing of whiskey together. Okay. I didn't recognize him. It took me a hot minute, more than a hot minute. I just, the stubble, the longer hair, When he said he was a chief surgeon, I was like, I gotta pause the show. I hit pause and I was like, I had to get over the shock part of it. I couldn't think. I couldn't listen to the rest of the conversation without being like, oh, no way. Like, what a small world. Last time Dimples saw him, he was alive in the bar, as far as I know, as far as this flashback goes, because he seemed surprised when Jack said, you know, what he did, and then he was putting it together, and then he said that his father was a doctor also. He was dead. But he will not open up himself enough to let Jack know that he met him. Is that protecting him? I mean, do you really want to say, oh, I met your dad in Sydney, in Australia, before we got on the plane? Before you got the call that he'd drank himself to death? I mean, or do you make that connection and be like, I'm pretty sure I met your dad. We just had a talk. I mean, you could just downplay it a little bit. You don't have to say that you got sloshed with him. He still is holding back. So I don't know if Sawyer, Dimples, James, I don't know if he's ever going to fully open up. He does with Kate. She has that effect on him. He'll open up with Kate. She can read him. They have a lot more in common than anybody else. But he won't. He doesn't care if he has, you know, friends on this island or not. That was interesting. Little twist there. So that's what got Sawyer to Sydney, was looking for the person that took all the money and the reason why the father killed the mother and then killed himself. Okay. Charlie's struggling with PTSD from shooting Ethan. Yeah, I mean, they needed information out of Ethan. We talked about this last time. But he had killed one of their people already. He had tried to kill him personally. He had abducted Claire, and we don't know what they did with her for 2 weeks. So, you know, they're back to square one with not knowing who these people are, who they are. But he's like, I'd do it again. I mean, he just wanted that revenge instantly. And as we saw with Dimples, he got his revenge. You see, with watching Game of Thrones, Arya's getting her revenge. I mean, it's a natural instinct of life. You screw me over, and I'm going to fork you up. Right? And I don't mean just like little things. I don't mean cutting somebody off on the freeway. You don't have to fork them up. I'm talking about like real revenge, like justice kind of stuff. You know, somebody gets away with something and it affects the rest of your life. And no justice gets served. That sucks. And you want revenge more than anything. That part I can relate to. But you have to make the choice. Do you want to spend the rest of your life in jail? Are they worth it? Or do you need to just say, karma will happen? It's hard to just let that happen, but sometimes that's what you have to do. I liked the episode. I really did. I still need Hurley's backstory. Please tell me it's the next one. Don't tell me. Don't tell me in the comments, really. I'm just saying, like, why did we skip him? We're going all around. I'm sure I'll get it soon. But it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I love the series. I love I can do it 3 times a week. I'll watch the next one really soon, and of course post that on Tuesday. Thank y'all for watching this with me, and until the next video and the next time, bye.